Woke up this morning in time to catch the sunrise. Was on the road by 7. Pretty overcast morning. And feeling pretty good. I got a mediocre time lapse of the sunrise, and my tire is still holding air, so that was the only puncture for the moment. Yeah, good times. And I-25 gets pretty quiet at night. After a certain point, the traffic died way down. Not nearly as busy as I-40. I-40 is like a main thoroughfare for the country, I feel like. So anyway, I'm headed towards, I think, Wagon something or other, and then Springer. Springer will be like 40 miles, 41 miles or something for the day. Note to self, there's rattlesnakes in the tall grass. It's not cold enough for them to be hibernating. I consider myself extremely lucky right now, because I've been going in and out of this grass, not even thinking about it. I made it to Springer, New Mexico. Kind of strange vibes coming into town. Seems pretty empty and semi-abandoned in some areas. I'm at the city park. I'm the only one here. But I made it 42 miles today. I'm thinking I feel pretty good, so I think I'm just gonna stop, because my biggest concern is feeling good, and then I keep going until I don't feel good. Like my knee did pretty dang good today, and I got to 42 miles in by noon, so, or before noon, maybe like 11:30 in the morning or something. And I already scouted out a little bit coming into town. I saw a few spots I could camp out for the night and be fine. I got a Family Dollar here. I'm doing some mac and cheese. I got my little cheese packet here, so I'm waiting for that to cook itself a little bit more. And yeah, tomorrow I'll start heading to Oklahoma and then into Kansas. I was not sure how this would work. I thought it might get really like starchy or something, but I brought these to boil, let them boil until I ran out of fuel there for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, and then put them in my pot cozy, and yeah, let it sit for, I don't know, 15 minutes or something, and they are perfect. I'm very happy with that. Also, I wanted to note, this is one of the reasons I like bigger cook pots. Like this one is supposedly 1,350 milliliters. That is as small as I'd want to get. 1,500 milliliters is my preference for a cook pot size. And you can see, like, and I haven't added anything yet. I still add the cheese. Gonna add some sardines, but if I wanted to add like a can of diced tomatoes, which now that I'm thinking about, why didn't I buy a can of diced tomatoes? That would fill it up even more, of course. And like a 1 liter pot, I would overflow with my meals, just because I can be a bit of a big eater sometimes. I'm on the south side of Springer, New Mexico. I scouted this place out coming into town, with the exception of all the animal bones and stuff. It's all right. It's a little bit of a, so I could tuck away in there. This is on Old Highway 89, where I saw 2 cars today, and I think I'll be just fine tucked in there. I met the curator of the, well, one of the curators, it sounded like, of the museum here in town, really cool. It's one of the old original buildings in town. Used to be the town hall, then it was a jail. It was a school at one point. I took a few pictures. Parked my bike outside. When we all left the building, so he could lock up, they saw my bicycle parked, so then we started talking about that. And the lady actually has a best friend that lives, the mosquitoes here suck, that lives in St. Louis. That's pretty cool. And the campsite I chose, oh my God, there's so many mosquitoes. Maybe I won't choose this one, but it's, they're so bad. I haven't seen mosquitoes like this in months, but it's just the canyon of death is to the right of that tree that forks right there. And then I just came down this way and to here, and it's tucked away real nice, but it's just, you know, got some flood damage and stuff, it looks like, and the mosquitoes love it. Good morning. I wanted to show these off. Breakfast of Champions. I saw these at the local grocery store in Springer here yesterday evening, and I love these things. They're like anywhere from $1 to $1. I don't know, maybe $1.50 at the highest, but this was like $1.20 if you're cycling in the USA. These are a nice little pit stop, and 400 calories, and of course, because you're also in the USA, the ingredients list is like reading Lord of the Rings or something. The trilogy, not just the first book. I try not to pay attention to that sometimes, a lot of times, but you know, I can never get this hat to fit on my head properly. I look like I'm about to bust out some rhymes or something. Yeah, it's cold. My fingers are numb. It's not freezing. Nothing froze, but it's right above. Last night it called for like 33, which I guess in Celsius would be like 1. But it's cool to say that is 1. It reminds me of trains, planes, and automobiles. Man, John Candy was good. Yeah, so today I'm going to shoot for Gladstone, a little past Gladstone. Apparently there's a really cool little, it's got a population of like 5. And there's a cool gas station with knickknacks and stuff that the couple there owns. So like 50% of the population work there. And it'll probably be out of my budget, but they sell like brisket burgers that are supposedly very well known. And uh-oh. And then excuse me. And yeah, so I'm gonna eat this, pack up. It's like 6:40. A friend asked me to explain my, not so much the packing, but the loading of the bike. So I'm gonna go over that real quick while I got a minute here. All right, so let me see if I can do this without rambling too much. I have 2 of these black bags. Will have these double hooks on the bottom, and 2 of the black bags will have a single hook up front. The bags with the single hook up front are the front bags, and the front hook faces forward. So this one I already know is going to be the front left bag. A lot of times I'll set them up like this before putting them on my bike. The rear bags with the double hooks, they have these 2 on the back. So I know this will be the back left bag, and this will be the back right bag. And that's basically how I keep them organized in my mind. And then as far as what I pack and wear, that is something that's constantly kind of evolving since the day I left. But This one right now, like the two front ones have a 1.5 liter bottle in there for long water hauls. And then this will have, like, I got my Kindle, my little collapsible keyboard. Usually I keep my tortillas in this one, and just some food stuff, and then bathroom stuff, like my little titanium digger, and the Harley Davidson bag is right here along with the bidet and stuff, because I like to keep the stuff I use to poop along with my food. That makes perfect sense. And then this one here always has my stove in it, the front left bag, my stove and cook pot, another empty bottle of water in case I need a longer water haul. And the foodstuffs between the front two, I will switch back and forth to get the weight balanced correctly, because you want to have your bags fairly balanced with weight, because you don't want to have a bunch of weight on your left side of the bike tugging you that way and things. And then rear bags, I recently changed things around. So rear right bag is all of my clothes stuff. Rear left bag is like hygiene kit, solar panel, knickknacks, patty wax, and things until it gets to about the same weight as my clothes. And this bag here is sleeping bag liner. I've managed to squeeze in my my like foam sleeping mat. You can see that silver, there we go. So that'll be the sleeping stuff. This one sits on top, so you want it fairly light. So I just throw in light stuff. So that weight you don't want on the top back and then pull to the left and pull to the right when you're leaning to turn. It torques, you know, the weight will torque on your bike, and it also is just not very safe or comfortable. And then handlebar bag, like right now I'll throw some layers in there, which I have on right now, and then I'll have I don't know, my knife, flashlight, sunscreen, charging cable, stuff to grab a little quicker than other things. And of course my tent and bivy sack goes in here, and in there is mostly tent stakes, tent poles, maintenance stuff inside of there. So I got my air pump, my chain cleaning kit, my replacement parts. Hopefully that's just a quick little breakdown. When I get back to my folks' place for the holidays, for the winter, I'm planning to do like a one of those full gear videos. Even though I'm going to be changing some gear out, I want to do a full gear video of the gear I carried at least back home, and then the stuff I had just before that, and then go over some of the things I tried along the way. It'll probably be a long video because I like talking about gear a lot.